Okay, so there was one annoyance that I had with River for a second that I have since solved. So in the last video on River, I covered, kind of like finally getting River Caro working, so I had that monocle view. But there was one other thing that I was kind of working around. So one thing that has been a big part of my workflow has been like SXHKD and chaining. So like you press like Super B and then C to pull up Chromium, or Super B and D, then go to D to pull up Fire Dragon. And that thing didn't quite work in River right from the get-go. And so I would basically shift to a mode, so you can see that I go into browser mode and it just kind of hangs out there. Let me double check. Is it G? Yeah. So I can go into file manager mode, and I believe if I pull up that one, okay. So it pulled up PCMan FM in my other monitor, but you can see that I'm still in file manager mode. Now, what happens is I can actually take what I've done is I've put together a short script because of the way that River works and made it so that it works similar to chaining. So if I go Super B Q, it'll pull up Qt browser. So you'll notice that it entered browser mode real quick. So like I'm in browser mode and then I hit Q and then it immediately leaves back to normal mode. So this is the setup that I've basically got with it. So if I go back down to where I've got it, so you can see that the file manager modes I have not quite put in, but I've got these River normal launch and then whatever program I am running. So the River normal launch is actually a pretty basic script, so I can actually add it in here. Launch. So I can add it there. Of course, it won't reset because I haven't run it, so I could overwrite that if I really wanted to. But for the purposes of this, I'm not going to. But the big thing is, if we look at this, it's like a two-liner. That's literally it. So for those that have used BSPWM, this will look actually pretty similar. What's the word? Should look pretty familiar. So we've got reverse-ctl, which is already what we're using to configure all our hotkeys and all in River. And all we're doing is telling it to enter normal mode again. So when I first kind of put this together, I didn't have this ampersand here, so it didn't disassociate with, the running script. So it would wait to exit. It would wait to go to normal mode until after the, till after the browser had been closed, which of course is a problem because when I'm in browser mode, none of my other key combos will work, because when you're in a mode in River, of course, oh my goodness, when you're in a mode in River, it remaps everything basically, and it's like it's got different mappings for each of the keys. So I can have a Super B hotkey that does something different when I'm in browser mode versus when I'm in normal mode. And of course, then it wouldn't work. So the way to do it was to enter normal mode again by disassociating the running browser with it so that we could go on and do something else. I'm like, okay, How do I do that again? I was pretty sure it was this. I had $1 at first until I double checked the prime run script that I have. And I'm like, okay, yep, it's that one. So yeah, that's basically the idea, is it runs whatever command is after river normal launch and then goes back into normal mode because river's very modal. But yeah, if you have been looking at river and it has been like one of the options that you're looking at, this is a really good way to do it. I am still looking at SXHKD, but for the most part, this actually works perfectly for my workflow and for the way that I've had things for the longest time, because even in Awesome, it's basically the same keys. I pull up Chromium in the same way, same fashion, and this just makes it somewhat simple and feels somewhat familiar that way. So I have the same workflow, it's just I add in like one small 2-liner, and that's about it. If you enjoyed the video, then like, comment, subscribe, feed the algorithm, boost the video up, share this video with your friends. If you found it informative or you just want to chat, I've got plenty of places in the description, Discord, Guilded, and what have you. Check those out, and I will see you guys in the next one.